What's going on, guys, and welcome back to my channel. First, I want to say is a big up to all the new subscribers. Had about another 20 from the last video, had another 20 since, so we're absolutely flying. We're up to 722 now. And everyone who is new to this channel, please subscribe. Please hit the notifications bell to do lots of live streams, or I will be in the next couple of days once I get back to it. And yeah, stick a like on the video too. So the day's transfer news is starting off with this guy, Riqui Puig. So this guy is a playmaker who plays for Barcelona. He is 21 years old and he's not really had a great run in a team. He's been behind a lot of the older guys in Busquets, Rakitic, Vidal, all those kind of guys. He's not really had a good enough run to sort of cement his place in the team or really see what he can do. He's 22 in the summer, and his stats are as follows. So this year, he's only made 2 appearances with no goals, no assists. So as you can see, he's not really getting a go. Last season, he made 11 games and only recorded 2 assists, but no goals. So it's difficult to sort of say about this guy. He's obviously got talent because he's made it through Barcelona's youth system and into their first team. But then how much talent does he have? In my opinion, I think we need someone ready, who's completely ready to go. A bit like Thomas Partey, really. Can walk straight in the team and be awesome. We haven't got time to wait around for 2 or 3 seasons for this guy to get good. And then in the fact that he may not ever get good enough. So that's my thoughts on him. Again, guys, leave it in the comments what you think about him. If you've seen him play more live, because I've not seen this guy play really. Leave it in the comments. Let me know what you think. And that's one of the guys Arteta is looking to bring in January. As previously mentioned on my last stream, we are 2 men over the match squads, which means we need to get 3 players out to get 1 in. Okay, if we want to get 2 players in, we need to get 4 out, whether that be on loan or whatever. If you look at my stream yesterday, we're looking at obviously loan out Saliba. I think that's sort of common knowledge. Ozil to Juventus now. And a few others, like pretty much anyone we can get rid of. Even Bellerin, I think, was lined up for a move back to Barcelona for 22 million. So go check that out, guys, if you haven't already. Moving on to our next potential January summer signing, we're looking at Seville midfielder Joan Jordan. It's probably not pronounced that way. Again, I've not seen a lot of this guy. He's been at Seville for a few years now. I won a UEFA Cup with them, I believe. This guy is a bit more of a, I wouldn't say a holding midfielder, but a bit more of a central midfielder, a bit further back than Riqui Puig would play. I think the idea is that Partey needs a centre midfield partner. And let's face it, Granit Xhaka isn't doing the job. I don't care what some people think about him. This guy, his stats, he's obviously played a lot more. He is 26 years old and will be 27 in the summer. And his stats are as follows. So in this season, he has played 13 games, 0 goals and 2 assists, which sort of, supports my argument that he's not an attacking playmaker as such. Last season, in 34 games, he scored 2 goals and 2 assists, but also got booked 8 times, which again suggests that he's more of a deep line defensive sort of player that will go along Thomas Partey. Again, guys, I haven't seen a lot of this guy play, so leave it in the comments if you have seen him play in La Liga and what you think of him. And would you take him? The same with Riqui Puig, would you take him? The thing about Riqui Puig is if we've got Emil Smith-Rowe, which we have, why do we really need him? He's another sort of young player who may or may not be good enough. I really liked the fact that we're going to go into a Brighton game in a minute where we played Saka, Martinelli and Emil Smith-Rowe as our front 3. So to get another young player that sort of similar sort of age, I'm not sure about that one. Okay, moving on to our last target for the day is an old enemy, actually, Diego Costa. This guy obviously wasn't a fan of, well, a lot of Arsenal fans weren't a fan of him for his battles with Koscielny and Rob Holding in the cup final and all that kind of stuff. He is now 32, and in case you've been living in a cave somewhere, he has terminated, or Athletic Madrid have terminated his contract and ripped it up. Just yesterday, I believe. The reports are going out that he wanted to leave, and it has been confirmed that he has left Atletico Madrid. So he is now available. A very good striker in his day. However, he's now aging. He's now 32 years of age. I'm not 100% sure where he's 33, but has scored goals everywhere he's been. One thing that I do like about him, and I know a lot of supporters like him, is he is a battler. He will battle. He will throw his body around. You've seen it against Arsenal back in the day. Probably even gone a bit overboard in some of the games, but kind of what we need a little bit to be fair. We do need more people to sort of, you know, I'm all for playing pretty football, but we do need people to like be strong defensively and battle and stuff like that. Again, guys, I think this is another one that's going to divide a lot of opinion. Some people go, no, he's, you know, ex-Chelsea. We're turn into a Chelsea retirement home. We've not learned from Willian and David Luiz and all these guys and Czech. Other people go, do you know what? If it's a six month deal, why not take him to the end of the season? Especially as our strikers have sort of faltered up till recently, or at least until the last couple of games. Again, I'm not sure. If it was a 6 month move, fine. Okay, do you know what? I'll go for it, but I wouldn't be offering him anything more than that. That's my thoughts on it. Again, guys, let me know in the comments what you think. And if you're new to my stream, subscribe if you're new. Stick the notifications bell on. Share the content around. Let's get these subscribers up to 1,000. Really keen to get it up to 1,000 as quick as possible. And yeah, I'm going to finish off with just sort of like a review of the Brighton game, really. 2 wins on the bounce. It's the first time we've done that since the start of the season, where we beat Fulham. And I can't even remember who the second game was, to be fair. It's been that bad since then. But really liking, like I said earlier, about that front three, where we've got Saka, Martinelli and Emil Smith-Rowe. And then we've got Auber up front at the centre. I'm really liking that attacking lineup. Obviously, the kids can't do everything. You can't rely on 19-year-olds to take on the rest of the Premier League. But it's great that they're finally getting game time. It's great that Martinelli is back from injury, and I'm just praying to God that Saka isn't injured, because that guy's been absolutely immense. Not just this season, but since he's come in. Ever since he came in, I think did he make his debut in the Europa League final when he almost called that shot in? He's been absolutely outstanding. And I'm so glad that he signed a new deal in the summer. And, absolutely brilliant. There's nothing more satisfying from a fan than watching a guy come through the youth system and make it into like a world-class player. And if you see my streams before, guys, you'll know, just like the last stream yesterday, I think Saka's got everything. I think he's absolutely brilliant. Left back, he was brilliant. Left wing, he was brilliant. He can take on players. He can cross the ball. He can score goals. What more do you want from a wide player? My only issue with him is I think Arteta just needs to keep playing him wide. Don't push him first, more centrally, And my worry for him is he wants to copy like Guardiola's type of football, 4-3-3, where they push a little bit more infield. And I think you're going to lose, how dynamic he is if you do that. He's great on the wing where he's crossing in balls, Tierney, like brilliant cross, or taking on fullbacks where he beat a couple of players against Southampton and set up Auber for that goal. Again, guys, let me know what you think. But Leno, I thought Leno actually had a really good game. He did that one bit where he was juggling the ball, his knee almost gave a goal away, but got away with it. But he actually had like a couple of really good saves. There was one where he was shot quite hard down to his near post and he got it and stuff like that. And I thought it was actually a really good save. So I'm going to give Leno an 8 out of 10. I thought he did really well, actually. He kept a clean sheet. Can't ask for more than that. Again, with that juggling, like that kind of punch he did against Chelsea last season, he missed it and cost us a goal. Just need to tie that bit up about his game. And same with Martin, sort of making me want like Martinez was more commanding like he was. He was just so much better. But again, brilliant game. Right back, Bellerin, can't criticise him too much for once, because we kept a clean sheet. So I'm going to give him a 7. I thought he did quite well to a certain extent by his standards. And that's all I'm going to say about him, really. Doesn't change anything. We still need to sell him and get a right back in like Lamptey, like off my last stream. Left back, Tierney. Tierney does what he does. Again, brilliant. 7 out of 10. He should be captain in my eyes, and I feel it's better to happen next season. Auber, as much as I like him as a goal scorer, he's not a captain, and we need people to lead by example and boss people around and organise things. And Auber doesn't do that. He's wasted as a captain. He's a goal scorer. Just let him concentrate on that. Centre backs, Pablo Mari, again, I'm going to give a 7 too. Didn't really do anything wrong. And the same with Rob Holding, a 7 again. Kept a clean sheet. Didn't really do anything wrong. Did everything they needed to do. A couple of nervy moments in the defence and that, but all in all, not too bad. Another day we might not got away with it, but we did. So I'm going to give them both a 7. Saka, again, for me, this guy, honestly, fucking is mint. Let's be real. I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. I thought he was brilliant. Again, set up the goal perfectly for Lacazette, which in turn won the game. Yeah, was brilliant. What can you say more than that? Emil Smith Rowe, I'm going to give a 7 out of 10 to. Again, I think he's just sort of getting up to standards. But again, another good game for him, another good battling performance. Took on a couple of players at Brighton. And again, you can see he's starting to get into his stride now. He just needs, I hope Arteta doesn't drop him for the next couple of games. I feel that he needs just a few more consistent games to sort of get his confidence up and taking players on and being creative and stuff like that. So again, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Moving on, trying to work out who played again. Xhaka, 7 out of 10. Again, can't really say too much about him. Again, I don't feel we should still be playing for Arsenal. I still don't think he's good enough, but I'll give him a 7 out of 10. I don't think he did massively anything wrong. And El Neni, again, I'm going to give him a 6. There was a couple of times where he sort of gave the ball away and stuff. Yeah, all in all, not too bad. But just goes to show, the levels between even like, Buscema of Brighton. That guy's an absolute baller. If we could get him next to Partey, to protect our back four and then have that front four that we mentioned earlier, that would be absolutely wicked. Again, that's not going to happen, or at least until the summer. But even then, like Liverpool looking at him because they're looking at rid of Gigi Wijnaldum. Easy for me to say to Barcelona. But again, guys, let me know what you think of this guy. This guy's come, on leaps and bounds this year, and everyone seems to be looking at him at the moment. Would you take him? I wouldn't have thought it'd take more than 30 million to get him. Maybe even less. I think someone said in my Instagram only about 25, 26 million or something like that. That's the deal they need to do in my eyes, if that's the case. Moving on then to Martinelli. Didn't think he had like a brilliant game like he did against Chelsea, but again, was still good. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Again, just needs a few more games under his belt to sort of get back to full match fitness, and no doubt the goals and assists will follow. I mean, again, this kid's got everything. He's a baller. Saka and Martinelli on the wings. I'll take that. I'll take that. What do we need 72 million Pepe for? Sell him, bin him, get some money in for him, get whoever we need next to Partey or another centre back if we're not going to play Saliba next to Gabriel. Up front, Orba. A little bit worried about Orba. He had that one spell where in the second half where he cut in. We knew what he was going to do. He was racing through on the left. We knew he was going to cut in, and they obviously saw what he was going to do. They worked it out. They know that he's going to do that, and they try and curl it in. And they kind of stopped it a little bit, so he had to rush the shot, and he missed. Other than that, I'm going to give him to a 6, to be fair, because the first half, he was just completely anonymous. Again, second half, he picked it up a bit, but not as much as we'd hoped for. And I want to see more from him. In credit to him, I'm not going to give him all the blame because I do feel he's isolated up there at times, which is why I would like to see a second striker and why I'd like to see Balogun, who doesn't make the bench. And again, it's worrying how Balogun can't make a bench when we've got 9 substitutes. I don't know what to say. It looks like he's going to walk off to Liverpool for free. I mean, how gutting would that be? And then the guy ends up being a fucking goal machine. I don't get it. I just don't get what Arteta's trying to do there. If you think Nketiah's ahead of him, we've got problems. Substitutes then, Ceballos spinning top. Can't really rank him. He only had about 10 minutes. Maitland-Niles again only had about 2 minutes, so come on the 89th minute. And Lacazette, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 because he got a goal simply for that. And it's good to see him scoring again, We've had like this really bad crisis of scoring goals recently, and he took his goal really well, I thought, especially like, was it 21 seconds when he came on? And it was a great finish, saw the defender run across and just bent it around him into the near post. Great finish. And I want to see more of that now for him and Orba. Moving on then, guys, we've got a great run of games. We've won our last 2 to finish off the year with. And we've now got West Brom away, who got hammered by Leeds 5-0. We've then got, I think, Crystal Palace at home. So we've got another good run of games there. Newcastle in the Cup at home. Then we've got Newcastle at home in the league. And then we've got Southampton away, which leads us all the way up to January the 30th when we play Man United at home. So until Man United, we've got a good run of games there, and there's no reason why we shouldn't win them all. I know this is football, I know it's a Premier League, and I know our form could dip just like it did before, so I'm not going to get carried away. But This, I feel, is a really, really important run of games. And the fact that the January transfer window opens as well, again, it makes it a really crucial period, I feel, for our season. And I don't want us to get, deluded and think that we don't need anybody in now because we've won a couple of games. That's bullshit. We need to get as many deadwood players out as we can. All the people who aren't in the squad, get rid of them, loan, sell, whatever you can get for them. Try and get who you need in, because again, like I said earlier, we need 3 players in to get out to get 1 in, 4 players out to get 2 in, and do what we can do. Again, guys, let me know what you think. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the notifications bell so you know when I'm going live and stuff, which will be happening again in another 3 days' time when this stupid ban is over. Again, makes no sense. Didn't do fuck all wrong. And yeah, let me know what your thoughts are, guys. Happy New Year to you all, and I'll be back tomorrow with another transfer daily update and some more Arsenal news for you. Until then, guys, please follow me on all formats. YouTube, if you haven't subscribed, Instagram, Twitter, and also Facebook, my Facebook page, Arsenal Ross. Go and follow me on there. I'm trying to build that up now, if you haven't already. And until next time, guys,